What is going on, fantasy football people? Welcome into the chat. If you're in here, make sure you guys drop some questions, interact with me throughout the show. We've got a good one. Unfortunately, Bobby is sick today, so he will not be joining me. Bobby, if you are feeling good enough and you're here in the chat, man, please jump in. I'd still love to hear from you. Guys, we're going to be going over quite a few things today. So we're going to be going over our plays for the waiver wire ads this week. We're going to be going over our slam or scams. We're going to be going over the over too soon guys. We got a lot to get in today. I'm really excited about it. Let me know what questions you guys have for your leagues as we go along. I'm excited, so I'm just going to get right into it, guys. Let's get to the week 3 waiver ads. So I'm looking at this first one here. We always start by breaking down Bobby's article. The first person he's got, Braylon Allen. 18.6 points last week. Caught a receiving touchdown and a rushing touchdown. Braylon Allen, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit on my side. It's a little loud. Oh, man. A lot of hype coming into the season for Braylon Allen, so I'm not surprised to see him here. Also, a 40-year-old quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, it's not a bad idea to invest in some of those running pieces. I think that there's probably going to be enough work for Braylon Allen and for Breece Hall at the same time that they both can have significant value on your teams. I'm still not starting Braylon Allen for a while, especially as long as Breece Hall is there. I think Breece is still going to get most of the work. Braylon Allen, interesting piece, but I like this next guy that he has a lot too. He's got Rashid Shaheed as his number 2 wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. Narrowly missed last week's waiver wire ads. I'm surprised. He was really good last week, even better this week. Game 1 at Carolina, 60.8 points. That was against Carolina. Then he comes in against Dallas, 20.9 points. He is definitely that Saints team, man. That Saints team looks pretty darn good. Especially for what I thought they were going to be to start the season. Looking at these Saints, man, a defense is probably better than I was giving them credit for, but I still don't trust that offensive line. I still don't trust Derek Carr. But as far as Rashid Shaheed goes, it's been odd. I think Olave is not going to just remain a non-factor. I think at some point Olave is going to get back in there, but I don't think that means Shaheed's not going to maintain a pretty good amount of work as being the number 2 in New Orleans. I think Rashid Shaheed's actually a great ad, especially in deep leagues. I don't know if he's on all the rosters or like how available he is on the waivers, but I like Rashid Shaheed a lot. Active on 68 and 66% of snaps over the last 2 games. I mean, it can't stay that low, can it? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Rashid Shaheed, man, he's definitely worth a look, I think, among the wide receivers. He's got Luke Schoonmaker, filled in for injured Jake Ferguson, put up respectable 10.3.5 PPR. I mean, I don't hate it. Dak Prescott likes his tight ends, and I just think that this is another guy. If Ferguson's going to miss some time, I think you can absolutely sit him in there. And what's the worst case scenario? He's going to score what the other tight ends have been scoring this year. I mean, it's been a horrible year for tight ends so far. I mean, Travis Kelce's been a large non-factor. Mark Andrews kind of taking a backseat to Likely. Dalton Kincaid hasn't taken that next step like we were hoping. George Kittle looks hurt. A lot going on, especially in the tight end world. I think if you need another tight end, I think Schoonmaker is actually a guy that you can start now. That's how bad I think the position is, and how much his potential is also. I think he can really have a pretty decent time here with Ferguson out. He managed that score despite playing only 40% of snaps. Also a game where his snaps went up 10% and the Cowboys were almost immediately trailing, unable to ever get going offensively. That's true, man. The Cowboys look terrible against the Saints. We'll get to that in our sports betting video. That was a bad look for the Cowboys and a really good look for the Saints. Carson Steele. Steele now finds himself atop the Kansas City depth chart at running back. I think Bobby nailed this one. I really do think Bobby nailed this one. They were talking to Andy Reid about what they thought they were going to do with the Pacheco injury. This was before we knew he was going to go on IR, miss a whole bunch of weeks. I don't know if they've confirmed he's on IR yet, but he should be, with his missing 4 to 8 weeks is what it's sounding like at the moment. Initially, Reid said that he was just going to roll with the guys that he had. The Chiefs didn't re-sign Jerick McKinnon because they just thought, going forward, I really like these guys. Carson Steele came in later, ended up winning a job throughout the preseason. I think a lot of people are going to be on the Kareem Hunt train. We just saw Kareem Hunt get signed today to Kansas City. I think he has enough left in the tank to be valuable himself, especially with just the career arc redemption story. I think Kareem Hunt was really upset when the Chiefs let him go. He sees the Chiefs go on to win all these Super Bowls, be successful, and he goes to Cleveland. And he was feeling that throughout his career. You could tell by some of the tweets and the way he was acting. So I don't think that Hunt, I think a lot of people are going to be putting a whole bunch of fab on him, put him on their waiver priority. I think Bobby's got this right. I think it's Carson Steele. I think that's the guy they've been feeding the most. Samaje, though, don't sleep on Samaje, especially if you're in a PPR league. Dom, what's up, buddy? Hi, good to have you in, man. Let me know what you think about the Kansas City situation. Who do you like, Steele, Perrine, or Hunt? But Samaje, I think, especially in full PPR leagues, is going to be pretty valuable because they've already shown that they want to try to get him the ball. Steele is more of the short yardage, run straight up the gut guy. This Chiefs team, man, they look good. They look explosive. I think they're going to have plenty of trips to the red zone. I'm with Bobby, though. I think I have to go Carson Steele, but I think Samaje Perine's just right behind him. And then Kareem Hunt, I'm going to put him at 3. I love Kareem Hunt, and I think he could have an excellent season. I just think that they're going to try to go with their guys first. Sorry, I'm not the best with football. Dom, no worries, man. No worries at all. I'm happy to have you. Hunter Henry, tight end. I think that's a really interesting one. He's active on 83 and 84% of snaps for the Patriots. Week 1 against the Bengals, he posted a modest 3.8, but week 2 he posted 19.9. I mean, we saw last year that Hunter Henry led the entire receiving core, all the receivers, all the tight ends, running backs. He led everybody in receiving touchdowns. Hunter Henry's a beast, man. He's always been a beast. The only problem with the Patriots is that their team's just kind of been meh. They've not been the best team since Tom Brady left, and especially this year, they had a lot of stink coming into the season. I like Hunter Henry a lot. And then Bobby hits it right down here too. Mike Gesicki. Both guys that we hit on in the draft guide that we were saying, you know what? Cincinnati throws to the tight ends way more than people realize. And we saw Gesicki with, I believe it was 9 receptions for over 90 yards. We predicted it. We saw that one coming a mile away. Do you do fantasy? If you do, what is your team? We do fantasy. My team is the Chiefs. Ethan and Wyatt are the Lions fans. And then Bobby down there, he's not with me today. He is sick. But Bobby is a fan of whoever he has on his fantasy team. He doesn't have a single team. We're breaking down the fantasy waivers right now. But a big Chiefs fan from Kansas City. So Missouri guys, we all got to go with the Chiefs. But Mike Gesicki and Hunter Henry, I think, are both. I like them over that Schoonmaker, however you say his name. I do like both of them over him. Just think they're both big red zone targets. Dom, I apologize. That one's not showing up on my screen, man. Not trying to ignore you. Darnell Mooney, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. Wyatt called that one. Oh, thumbs up. Thumbs up. What's your team, Dom? What team do you like? But he called the Darnell Mooney over yards. He called the anytime touchdown. Mooney gets both of them. Falcons get the outright win. I like that Mooney play a lot. There's a lot of pieces here that they're going to have to make sure that they're bracketing Bijan, making sure that they're sticking on Drake London, make sure Kyle Pitts doesn't get away. Darnell Mooney was the wide receiver 1 out of Chicago. Buccaneers, nice, man. God, Baker looks good. I like the Buccaneers too. But Mooney as a wide receiver 2, really being like a third or fourth option out in Atlanta. Darnell Mooney is a sneaky play. He's going to be kind of like Gabe Davis. I think he's not going to have that consistent floor for you, but I do think Darnell Mooney is going to be worth an ad, especially in deeper leagues. He's got Cam Akers. I wish Bobby was here to explain that Cam Akers one to me. Maybe that one just fell under the radar and I just missed that one. Who knows? But I've always been a big Cam Akers guy. I've tried not to look because Bobby might suck me right back in. Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins. I'm a sucker for these running backs that always get injured. Got to go. When are you streaming next? We do these fantasy streams every Tuesday at 7 Central. And then Ethan and Wyatt do some Mondays around 5 o'clock Central and Saturday and Sunday mornings. But Dom, good to have you, man. Thanks for hopping on. Let's see. Let's head to the next. Let me pull up Sleeper here so we can actually go over them. It is the segment that we created last week. Going to Sleeper, seeing the top ads, top drops, and these top ads, are they legit? We call it slam or scam. Let's go with number 1. Carson Steele, 2.5 million ads. He's one of the guys that we were just talking about in this article. I think the people are right. I think that's a slam. I think Carson Steele's the guy you got to go get. I think if he number 1 on waiver priority, I think Carson Steele's the guy. Unless this other guy's available and you really need wide receiver help, and that is Quentin Johnston, number 2. Wide receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers, 1.4 million ads. I like Quentin Johnston. I still like Quentin Johnston. I know he's got the drops. I know he's got all the crap that comes with him. They got to throw the ball to somebody. We just saw, I said coming into the season, like, God, it's going to be hard to own Herbert because they're going to just run this ball so much. It's going to kill him from a fantasy perspective, and it absolutely has. We've seen him have pretty poor performances throughout the season, but Quentin Johnston, I think he got 2 touchdowns for like 33 yards, something like that. I'll pull it up real quick. Well, I got him here. 5 receptions for 51 yards and 2 touchdowns. So definitely bolstered by the touchdowns there. Finished wide receiver 9 on the week, played 70% of the snaps. Somebody's got to catch the ball there. I don't believe in Palmer. He's been there 3 years, ain't done nothing yet. It's Quentin Johnston. He's the ad. I still like Ladd McConkey too. I just think those are the 2 receivers if you're gonna own a Chargers receiver, you need to own one of those 2. Number 3, the other Chiefs running back, the new man in town, Kareem Hunt, 811,000 ads. Currently signed to the practice squad. And like I said, with Kareem Hunt, man, he's coming in, and he's going to be coming in number 3 on the totem pole. So don't think he's going to come in and instantly take over and be the Kareem Hunt of the old Chiefs. He wasn't like that. I mean, he still had quite a few touchdowns in Cleveland his last year. I believe that was last year. I think he had like 9 rushing touchdowns in Cleveland. Still a good guy. Still a good back. Let me rephrase that. Still a good back. And, behind this offensive line, I think he can really do some damage. But once again, he's going to be fighting behind Steele, who the Chiefs won of the season. Think about it this way. Kareem Hunt has always been a free agent. They didn't sign him. They didn't have plans to sign him until the Pacheco injury. If they really wanted him to be the number 2 behind Pacheco, they'd have him on their roster. They wanted Steele to be the backup. They wanted Perine to be the 3rd down back. He's coming in to spell those guys. Just don't overdo it on Hunt. I know it's going to be really dangerous. I know a lot of people are going to do it. That's going to be a mistake. Go in on Steele. Do not go in on Hunt. Be careful. Number 4, Juwan Jennings, wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. 595,000 ads on Sleeper. Facing the Rams this week. I believe this is big addition because of the Debo injury. I don't know how I feel about this ad. 8.9 points week 1. 4.7 week 2. A lot of mouths to feed. I believe Kittle's a little banged up. Christian McCaffrey's a little banged up. I worry more. I know people are trying to get in on the diva points that are going to be missing. I wouldn't be so sure this isn't just the Niners just kind of get worn down and there's not as many points to go around. So you still play the guys that you do have, your Mason. I believe Ayuk's still okay. Juwan Jennings, he's a fine ad. Number 4, though, with 600,000 ads. That's just... I'm staying away at the moment if I can. Number 5, Jalen Naylor, Minnesota wide receiver. 523.9 thousand ads. Jordan Addison injury. Justin Jefferson injury. It would make sense Jalen Naylor comes in. Sees a lot of those targets. Sam Darnold's looked good. Interesting. The most interesting stat here. He had 1 catch for 1 reception and a touchdown. 4 targets for 3 receptions, 54 yards and a touchdown last week. Most important stat is none of those. It's jumping from a 47% snap share up to a 93 in week 2. I don't know if you guys know, that is a significant amount. That is a lot. Jumping up to 93% from sub 50. I would rather have Naylor than Juwan Jennings. Quentin Johnston's arguable. I think I'd still rather have Quentin Johnston, but Jalen Naylor, I think he should be a priority ad this week. We don't really know. I mean, we've seen these guys. A.J. Brown now might be missing a whole bunch of time. These are guys that you can get in on. You can get in on them. Get in before everybody else figures it out. I like Jalen Naylor. I think he could be a good addition to your team. I would check him out. Samaje Perine, number 6, 502,000 ads. Once again, I think if you're in a full PPR league, I think that Samaje Perine, absolutely a great ad. I've talked about them, the Chiefs and their running backs enough. I'm not going to keep talking about them. We're going to skip it. We always skip over the defenses and kickers. Skylar Thompson is the next most added, 459.7 thousand. Tua just got put on IR. I don't see Skylar Thompson having much value. I mean, even in 2 quarterback leagues, dude, he's proven that he's not very good. I don't know. I'm outside of a bye week filler and 2 QB leagues, I can't play him. Even in like a super flex, I would rather have a player with high upside than Skylar Thompson. I just don't believe in him. Let me check his history real quick. So he played 7 games back in 2022, 105 attempts for 60 completions, 534 yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. 14 rushing attempts for 21 yards, so 1.5 yards per rush. About a touchdown, a interception every other game, 1 touchdown per 7 games, 534 yards over, once again, 7 games. Over 105 attempts. I want no part of Skylar Thompson. I'm sorry. Mike Gesicki, number 8, 415.5 thousand ads. We called this back in the draft guide. I think Mike Gesicki has always been a tight end that you could play. People are just starting to catch on now. Jamar Chase, with his contract situation, it sounds like every week it gets worse. Now he's just not wanting to talk to the team at all. T. Higgins, his injury continues. Tyler Boyd gone, so now they're going to Iovasa. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think Gesicki is absolutely a guy that you probably should play every week. And I know as crazy as that sounds, but you guys got to remember, just a couple years ago, I got to go to the history real quick. Just a couple years ago, in 2021, 2020, and 2019, he was a tight end 1 all those years. And then what changed? He had a down year in Miami, then went to New England. Nobody does good in New England in fantasy, so now he's in Cincinnati. Number 6 tight end on the season. A little bit boosted by the 16 points last week, but guys, look at that snap share percentage too. 35%, 47%. Imagine if that keeps going up. Imagine if that keeps going up and the Bengals always start slow. Imagine if they get better. Oh, this is dangerous. I might be talking myself too much into Mike Gesicki here, especially in tight end premium leagues. That is a guy I would have my eye on. Number 9, Tutu Atwell, 341,000 ads. What we're looking at here, again, is there's a bunch of injuries, so now we're bumping these guys up. Cooper Kupp looks like he's going to miss a lot of time. Puka Nacua already on IR, missing a lot of time. So we try to put Tutu Atwell in that position. I just think the Rams are about to fall off hard, man. Kyron is about to see a lot of stacked boxes. Stafford, just because the guys are getting more opportunity. Like, what do we see? Kadarius Toney with his opportunities last year. The ball pops out of his hands. Just because they're getting more opportunity doesn't mean they're going to get more catches. And unfortunately for some of these guys, you got to get open. It's just very hard for them. And then you got to catch the ball. And then even if they do, congratulations. They have, 4 or 5 catches? That's great. They have 23 yards and no touchdowns. That's horrible for fantasy. That sinks your team. I would rather not have Tutu Atwell and take a chance on a higher upside guy. Let's end that with Hunter Henry, number 10. 302.9 thousand ads, tight end for the New England Patriots. Another guy that we were talking about earlier, just touchdown machine. And I'm looking at him right now. No touchdowns yet this year. Led the league. Not the league. Lord, not the league. Led the team in touchdown receptions. I believe it was 5 or 6. Still not a great number, but if you're the leading receiving touchdown maker for your team, you automatically have value. Last week, 12 targets, 8 receptions, 109 yards, tight end 3, 83% and 84% snap share. The dude's seeing a ton of time on the field. Hunter Henry's just one of those guys you got to go get. He's just one of those guys. If you need a tight end, you can't get Gesicki, then he's just another one that you have to go after. Like if you're a Njoku owner, or maybe you're playing the waiting game with Hawkinson, maybe you're getting fed up with Kelsey. A lot of opportunities out there for you to need a tight end. I think it's definitely there's some tight ends out there that you can get that I like a lot. Let's talk about the guys that are gone too soon. All right, these are the guys. Let me skip forward a little bit. Don't get copyright striked on this thing. All right. Number 1. Goodbye, Jeff Wilson. Running back for the Miami Dolphins. Minus 429.9 thousand drops. Jeff, I'm sorry, man. Me and Bobby said it last week. Why is everybody adding this scrub? Dude's terrible. All the hype he was getting on Twitter, and now he's the number 1 drop guy coming into week 3. We're talking about the slammer, the scams, which I have to go back to. Didn't talk about their slammer scams. I'll go back to that after this one. Number 2, Matt Stafford, minus 339.7 thousand drops. Matt Stafford, quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, second most dropped player. All his guys are gone, man. Kupp's gone, Puka's gone, Kyron's going to get hurt. I don't blame everybody. I've got Matt Stafford myself. I am dangerously close to either dropping him or myself. Rough year for injuries. Number 3, Colby Parkinson, tight end for the Rams, 323.5 thousand drops. Once again, one of those guys me and Bobby were telling you guys, don't hop in on him. Just because the opportunity's there doesn't mean he's going to amount to anything. And unfortunately, that's what we saw. Number 4, another big addition, Tank Bigsby, running back out of Jacksonville, 291.3 thousand drops. Tank's just not good, guys. Tank's just not good. And he's got ETN ahead of him. Tank's just not going to see the time that he needs. And he's not going to get the volume that he needs either to be fantasy relevant. Not this year. Number 5, Alan Lazard. 283.5 thousand drops, wide receiver for the New York Jets. Another one we said scam on. I did pick him up in one of the leagues just because it's a very, very deep league, and I just dropped one crappy receiver for another. we kind of saw it coming. Alan Lazard had a really good week 1, comes out week 2, 2 points. 23 points week 1, 2 points week 2. Goes from wide receiver 3 on the week to wide receiver 89 on the week this week. Once again, 40-year-old quarterback. We've already seen some cracks in their game. Alan Lazard is just not going to be the player to get it done. Let's see. Taysom Hill, number 6. I believe this was probably because of the injury concern. Avoids significant injury after testing at the hospital. He avoided anything serious. Taysom Hill, already one of those guys that it's going to be very difficult to ever start him because it's just, what's he going to do? Is it going to be great? Is it going to be crap? You never know. Is he going to run the ball a ton? Is he going to catch the ball? Is he going to pass the ball? 259,000 drops, the 6th most dropped player. Number 7, Caleb Williams. Quarterback for the Chicago Bears, 248.6 thousand drops. Oh boy. You saw him get 4.22 points week 1. He said, I can't get worse than that. At least, sorry, this is a score in our league. Then he comes back out with 0.36. Oh boy. Well, unlike the Carolina Panthers, they're not going to bench him for Andy Dalton. They're starting Caleb Williams all season long. He's still got those pieces there that made him an appetizing prospect in the beginning. It's a rough start. I need to quit believing in him, but I still think he's got something, man. I still have a little faith in Caleb Williams. We'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't drop Caleb Williams yet. I'd hold on to him maybe 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. I know it's gross. Justice Hill, 8th most dropped player, 230,000 drops. Running back for Baltimore Ravens. Ravens just haven't looked good, man. 4 rushing attempts, only 2 targets, 2 receptions for 10 yards. There's too many guys running the ball, man. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Justice Hill. I dropped Justice Hill myself. I'm one of those people. Just can't do it. Just can't do it with Justice Hill. Not enough volume to go around. Cortland Sutton, the 9th most dropped players. Guys, Cortland Sutton, 223,000 drops. Wow. 5.8 fantasy points, 3.1 fantasy points. I get it. 12 targets week 1, though. We're dropping this guy with 12 targets week 1. I'm not playing it again. We're going to go back to Stream Beats. 4 targets this week. He had 12 targets for 4 receptions last week. 38 yards, 26 yards. Broncos offense is just so gross, man. I don't want any pieces of it. I get why everybody's dropping Cortland Sutton. It just seems like if you're dropping Cortland Sutton, who are you picking up? Like, Alan Lazard? Like, I don't know. Like, if you're dropping Cortland Sutton for Rashid Shaheed, maybe. I just don't know how many people out there are as good as Cortland Sutton. Oh, look at this. Jaleel McLaughlin. I better get some people patting me on the back or some apology letters in the mail or something for all the Jaleel McLaughlin hype. He's less involved in week 2. What? He only rushed 3 times for 6 yards? That's crazy. But he's super efficient, right? Well, I mean, he had 10 rushes for 27 yards, so he started the season 2.7 yards per carry and 2 yards per carry. But that's not like how he normally is, right? Because he had that, let's see, running back 9 week in week 4 of last year, where he had 7 carries for 72 yards, 10.3 yards per carry. Oh my gosh. 9 in week 5 for 68, 7.56 yards per carry. 5 for 45, 9 yards per carry. Week 8 against Kansas City, 4 for 33, 8.25 yards per carry. Oh my god, dude, Jaleel McLaughlin's so good. Except for, like, after the bye week when he has 1.3 yards per carry, 1 yard per carry, 2 yards per carry, 3.7, 1.5. Wow, who could have seen this coming? 2.7 yards per carry, 2 yards per carry. Javonte Williams will be the running back to own in Denver. if there is a running back to own in Denver. Like I said, not a lot of pieces I want in Denver. But Jaleel McLaughlin, man, can I take my victory lap yet? Dude sucks. Dude sucks. I can't take with Jaleel McLaughlin. Let's go back real quick to my slammer scams. And let me do it correctly. Running through them quick. Carson Steele, slam. Quentin Johnston, slam. Kareem Hunt. Depends how much. Depends how much you're giving up for him. So we're going to slam Kareem Hunt. Scam Juwan Jennings. Scam. Jalen Naylor. Slam. Slam. Samaje Perine. Slam. Skylar Thompson. Scam. Double scam. Triple scam. Mike Gesicki. Slam. Slam. Bobby, if you're in the comments, say something. Type something. Are you in here with us right now? Mike Gesicki, slam. Tutu Atwell, scam. Hunter Henry, slam. Dante Foreman, scam. We're going to run through all these boys. Come on now. Darnell Mooney, slam. Braylon Allen. Oh. I'll say slam. I'll say slam because Bobby believes in him still. He looks decent. I just still don't know how much he's going to take from Brees, but he looks decent. Once again, it's probably what I'm thinking he's not going to take from Brees. It's probably just what he does take from Rodgers. You don't want your 40-year-old quarterback just sitting back there and picking hard candies out of his pockets and taking sacks all day. Andy Dalton, scam. Cam Akers. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let me go back to Andy Dalton real quick, though. Andy Dalton taking over for, oh, God. I keep wanting to say Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Young. Okay. For the worst team in the league. Okay. They got a little better, yeah. Okay. All right. Cam Akers. Running back for the Texans now. Interesting. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm just saying that strictly for myself because I am just such a big Cam Akers guy. I can't do it again. I can't be hurt like that again. Jordan Whittington, Rams, scam. Zach Ertz, scam. Demarcus Robinson, at 21, slam. Are you kidding me? That is the guy to get. Well, you're all getting Tutu Atwell. Hold up. Hold up. Y'all are drafting Tutu Atwell, who had 8% snap share, 0 targets, 0 rushing attempts week 1, 19% snap share week 2, 4 targets, 3 receptions for 48 yards. Okay, what did Demarcus Robinson have? 4 targets, 2 receptions. Bro, 92% snap share in both games. What are you guys doing, bro? Demarcus Robinson at 21 and Tutu Atwell at 10, and that's including the Las Vegas Raiders defense. So really at 9? That's garbage. That's horrible. That is a horrible pick. Alec Pierce. Yeah, sure. Hold up. God damn. He's really cooking. 7 targets, 5 receptions. Shoot. Slam, whatever. We'll slam Alec Pierce. Jerry Jeudy, slam. You should have this man on your roster already. What you doing playing yourself, man? 10 points, 9.8 points. That is wide receiver, 2 wide receiver 3 finishes. Wide receiver 3 flex, whatever you want to say. Bro. Stop it. 8 targets, 3 receptions, and a touchdown, 25 yards. 6 targets, 5 receptions, 73 yards. No touchdowns. I told you in the draft guide. Like, it gets so old telling y'all about stuff I wrote about months ago. Whatever, that's why I'm here, though. That's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys. I want to answer any questions you guys got. Brenton Strange? That's an odd guy, huh? Tight end out of Jacksonville? Why are you guys picking him up? Huh? Tight end 9? 6 targets for 3 receptions? I guess because of the injury? Evan Ingram injury? All right, whatever. Whatever. Josh Reynolds. Okay. Okay, Josh Reynolds. Cortland Sutton's one of the most dropped players, one of the top 10 most dropped players, and you guys are picking up Josh Reynolds. Okay. I hate fantasy football. 5 receptions for 93 yards. Okay. Okay. Enjoy. Y'all enjoy that one. JSN, number 26. How is he a free agent anywhere? They got Derek Carr, Sam Darnold right next. Boom, boom. Khalil Shakir. That's an interesting one. It does look like Buffalo wants to get him more involved. I'm about to cut bait on Curtis Samuel. I can't take it anymore. I've been trying to trade him. Nobody wants him. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of it. Oh, Khalil Shakir. I'd take the chance. Darnold will take the chance. Derek Carr take the chance. Obviously on JSN, I don't think I said it, but I just can't believe he's being picked up because I can't believe he's on waivers. Jalen Tolbert. Andre Iosivas. Vikings defense. Tyler Johnson. Jordan Addison. Oh, Jordan Addison's being added. Okay. Geno Smith. Blake Group. Tyler Huntley. Tyler Huntley in Miami. Hold up. Tyler Huntley can beat out Skylar Thompson. Okay, that's a little interesting. Okay, Tyler Huntley, if he beats out Skylar Johnson, it gets that Miami job. Those of you who don't know Tyler Huntley, he is like the great value Lamar Jackson. Look at Jonnu Smith, 52.9 thousand. Hey, shout out to our boy that won the Jonnu Smith signed poster at the Fantasy Football Expo this year. Noon. Mr. Noon. Tight end 7 this week. 7 targets, 6 receptions, 53 yards, man. Jonnu's got that dog in him. Josh Downs coming back, 39. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 40. That's a good point. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's out, I think, for sure, at least another 2 weeks. Oh, when Clyde Edwards gets back, that's going to be an ugly backfield. Oh, God. Maybe the answer is none of the running backs in KC. Maybe it just sucks. Maybe it just sucks that we lost Isaiah Pacheco. And everybody's going to suck. Mahomes going to throw 1,000 yards a game. Ray McCloud at 42. I got clowned on for adding Ray McCloud when A.J. Brown went out. And I said, I need a guy just in case. He did fine. He played 100% of snaps. I consider that a win. 5 targets, 3 receptions, 42 yards, 3 yards rushing. No kick returns, though, for my Scott Fish people. Chris Conley is in San Fran now. Interesting. Antonio Gibson, I saw that. I thought that was interesting. 11 carries for 96 yards against Seattle. Huh. Don't do it. Don't do the Antonio Gibson thing again. I can't do it. Man. No more. I did Cam Akers. I did J.K. Dobbins. I'm not going to do it again with you, Antonio Gibson. Zach Charbonnet. Rico Dowdle. Damian Pierce. Skipped over Ferguson. Brian Robinson. Why is Brian Robinson on the waivers? Y'all are... What? I almost said what league y'all playing in, but I don't want to be like one of those guys on Twitter. Romo Dunze. Number 50. God. See, the worst thing about my leagues, man, none of these guys are on waivers. That's not true. There's a lot of them on waivers, but so a lot of all the good ones that you want are all picked up already. They're all stashed away. Even the drop guys. I have the number 2 most drop guy, Matt Stafford. All right. Any questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna get out of here, man. We talked about Bobby's article. We talked about the top 10 most added. Let's hit those animations again since they're so smooth. We got the week 3 waivers that we went over. We have the Slammer scams that we went over. We have the over too soon players that we went over. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Monday's done. Tuesday's just about done. We got Wednesday, hump day tomorrow. Bobby should be back with me next week. These are always more lively. We do got the Spotify going on right now, though. Just catching a vibe. Caleb Williams, the 7th most dropped. That's crazy. Who's your number one ad drop of the year? Sorry, of the week. Is it Carson Steele? Is this still Carson Steele? Is it Quentin Johnston? Is it Jalen Naylor? It's not Juwan Jennings. I'm not even going to give you that option. It's not Skylar Thompson. I'm not giving you that option either. Mike Gesicki. It's real Mike Gesicki hours over a better green. It is 7:58. I'm going to be on here for 2 more minutes. If I don't get another comment in 2 minutes, I'm out of here. It'll be 8 o'clock at night. I got some graphics to make to get ready for tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's intentional lounging with Ethan Bainbridge and Wyatt Batdorf. I'm gonna film that, give you guys the plays to make some money against Vegas. I've been freaking killing it lately. Needed to after last year. That was embarrassing. Got started behind the 8 ball. Got close a couple times. Got close to coming back. Didn't get there. End of the year, the losing record. We did really good our first year. First year better in green. Year 1 was a dream. What's year 3 about to be? Year 3's about to go crazy though. Man, how come I had all those comments on the Monday video, week 1, when we all took the Jets? Everybody, yeah, man, fuck those kids, man. Everyone wants to talk shit on my DMs and stuff. And then we post the one this week about the Falcons covering. Falcons went outright. I don't have a single comment. What is up with that, bro? That's booty. That's dog. I did tweet about somebody though. I did tweet it without. I feel like sometimes I come across as like angry, like really mad. I'm just clowning. I'm just having a good time, man. I'm just messing. Walgreens, man. I'm telling you, you guys want custom videos. You guys need videos. VIDDYOZE. Haven't used them as much this year. They're kind of don't want to say that. I got in a kerfuffle with them, however you want to say it, earlier about my account, but it's all fixed now. So I haven't got to use them as much this year. Also, I'm doing these lives. I don't think I've done an article yet. I haven't done an article in a while since the last monthly recap. I need to do another article, get some more DFS content out there. God, I kind of want to hop on and do a DFS episode right now, but ain't nobody in the chat, so I don't want to just be sitting here talking to myself. Yeah, Tapping Vegas. Tapping Vegas is off this week because the UFC is off this week. There's nothing to cover. We will be back the following week, which is great because Bobby and I will not be around after Thursday. We are going on a retreat. We will be back later. Back in action next week. Hopefully Bobby's feeling better, man. Bobby, if you're watching this, feel better, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna keep going, man. It's been great. I hope you guys are enjoying the weekly recaps. I know I said I'd stop at 8, but now I'm just kind of going, talking to myself, having a good time, enjoying the music. Let me see. Sorry, I got to swipe out of all this junk. But Better Green, we've been doing good over here, man. I really enjoyed it. How many views? 1.8 million views in the last 30 days. That's awesome. Over on Instagram. I don't know why we could not grow on Instagram worth anything, and now we're just popping off on Instagram. 3,403 followers. Still got to get to 10,000 before we can get monetized. Got to get to 1,000 before we can stream on TikTok. We're at 901. Everything's so close. We have hit the first monetization goal besides the watch time on YouTube, which we are working towards. Post more videos. Right now, posting 5 videos a week? Posting our content like crazy. Trying to hit that monetization status so we can start doing this. I mean, we are doing it on a very consistent basis, but, you know, expand operations, I guess what I want to say. Pay it back to my guys. Pay it back to the guys that are working so hard right now. That isn't just me, Bobby, Ethan, and Wyatt. That's Noel. That's Aaron. All the guys in the Better and Green family that are contributing to Better and Green. Shout out DraftKits to DraftKits.co. Great guy. Love his company, man. Used him personally for so many years for my own fantasy football leagues. Best stickers. We took them to the Fantasy Football Expo. 100% of people raised their hand. They voted for the DraftKits one. Without us having to promote, this is his. These are his stickers and stuff. Like, everybody just, they liked his the best because they're the best. He is the best product out there. If you do fantasy football live drafts, you're not using DraftKits, you probably just haven't heard about them. You don't know about them because that is really the only choice, I think, in my opinion. If you like just the boring names and like a bland background, that's fine. But you have all these backgrounds to choose from. You got the labels with the player faces, with the names, with the color coding. It's just so much better than the other stuff out there. Shout out Fantasy Sports Advice Network. You see them down in that corner. I'm looking at them right now. Good guys over there too, man. We're posting content. We got our own page over there as well. I want to start doing more like Patreon type stuff over there. I don't want to do Patreon though. I just can't do Patreon. I don't know. Getting things moving monetarily is just so hard. It is just so hard. You put in so much freaking work and then, it's just tough, man. It's just tough. But right now, my main concern is just giving you guys good content. Out there, I just see so much crap. And this is what we pride ourselves on. It's just not posting the same clickbait title crap that you see from everywhere else. Better Agreement. We're winning at what? Like, I think it was a 57% rate, 56% rate. A great rate. So we're giving you guys excellent picks. It's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Breaking through. Better and Green will get there. This is just all part of it. This is all part of it. Eventually, these lives will have more people in here, more interaction. Don't know if I'm talking to myself. If there's others of you in the chat or watching. Either way, I appreciate it. If not, that's all right. That's right. There's better things coming down the line for us. Better and Green is just going to continue to grow. I need to figure out a new setup for vertical streaming for Instagram. That's what I need to do for Instagram. We've got a lot of people over there, so I think we need to start probably live streaming on there more. Just going to do it today. It just didn't look good. It didn't look good in this horizontal format. I don't know. You guys want to throw a DFS thing together real quick? Let's do it. Let's just throw together a quick DFS thing. If you have fantasy questions for me, just let me know. Yeah. Just let me know. No. Just let me know. Hey. Start and sit. Start and sit. Yep. Maybe trades. Maybe waivers. Maybe later. I don't really want to do a $3 one. I just feel kind of like doing like a $1 one right now. I'm not like super, whatever you call it. I haven't super checked everything out yet to see all the player ownerships. What is this one? Oh, first half, double their money, $2. That sucks. I don't want to do a $3 one, man. Oh, here we go. Casual 1K. Yeah, they did over on FanDuel. They don't want my ass anymore. All right, let's do that one. Casual NFL 1K first down. If you guys got any fantasy questions, please let me know in the chat. Right now, I'm going over DFS stuff at the moment over on DraftKings. $50,000 salary, 9 positions to fill. Let me know your questions. Your guys' stuff is more important to me. Just giving you guys entertaining evening too. Just talking some football. Getting the guys together, huh? Get the guys and gals together. Most expensive quarterback on the slate, Lamar Jackson, $75,000 at Dallas. Philly at New Orleans, hate it. Stroud at Minnesota, Ooh, what about Kyler at Detroit? God, that man's been on fire, dude. Ooh, Kyler at Detroit. Oh, mama. Jared Goff versus Arizona, though. He is $400 cheaper. Baker Mayfield versus Denver. San Fran versus Rams. Philly versus New Orleans. Don't want Stafford. Don't want Caleb Williams. Don't want Geno. Don't want Watson. Don't want Darnold. Yeah. Give me the Dome God, Jared Goff. The Dome Lord. All right. Let's go our tight end next. I like doing my quarterbacks and tight ends, getting those out of the way, and then going back. And changing as I need to. Trey McBride, number 1 at $62,000. Sorry, $6,200. Laporta, number 2. How about the J-Mo stack? See how much is J-Mo? Is he super expensive now? Oh, I'm scrolling a little bit. All right, 58. Oh shoot! I mean, he's underneath some guys. He's barely above some other guy. Yeah, I guess we're doing J-Mo. All right, J-Mo. Got a Detroit Lions stack right there. Tight ends. George Kittle, Brock Bowers against Carolina. Wow. Kittle against the Rams. Andrews against Baltimore. No, Dallas. Sorry. Likely versus Dallas. Goddard versus New Orleans. Schultz versus Minnesota. Freiermuth versus Chargers. Cole Kmet versus Indy. Chig versus Green Bay. Colby Parkinson. Jonnu Smith. Cade Otton. I guess the Chiefs aren't included on this one. It's probably just the noon games on Sunday. Right? When do the Chiefs play again? Oh, they're Sunday night. Okay. Let's throw Bowers in there and see how much money we got left. We can come back. We can come back to tight end and change that if we need to. Brock Bowers had a hell of a season though, boys. Hell of a season. Running backs. Check that. No, let's go to defense real quick. That way we can get them out of the way, right? Get them out of the way. So much money we got left. Scroll to the bottom first so you get to all the cheapest options. Find the best matchup. Plug them in. Save your money. Rams versus San Fran. No. Arizona, Detroit, Carolina, Vegas, Minnesota, Houston, Miami, Seattle, Denver, Tampa. No. Philly, New Orleans, Bears, Indy, Titans, Green Bay, Philly, New Orleans, Detroit, Arizona, Texas, Minnesota, Denver, Tampa Bay. Oh, baby. 2 interceptions, back-to-back games from Bo Nix. Vita Vea was out, though, I do believe. Baltimore versus Dallas. Baltimore's got gashed by the Raiders. Good bounce-back game. But the Dallas also got smashed by the Saints. God, I wish Dallas would have won that game because I would have been all over Baltimore. Steelers versus the Chargers. Ugh. I'm getting too high now. Yep, getting too high. All right, Buccaneers it is. Fuck Steve. Hey, I know Dom's not here anymore, but we got Dom's team. Dom's defense. All right, running back. McCaffrey, IR. Saquon Barkley. Oh God, I can't imagine there's people out there like, oh my God, McCaffrey. Let's go. Let's see that freaking IR right next to his name. Vegas just feast, man. It's terrible. All right, Saquon Barkley versus Narlands. Narlands versus Philly. Kamara's right next to him. Jonathan Taylor versus Chicago. I think we're gonna have to save some money here, though. I don't think we can go there. Jacobs versus Tennessee. Josh Jacobs had a whole bunch of carries with Love being out. That's the hardest one, maybe. Josh Jacobs. Marshawn Lloyd just got put on IR. No Jordan Love. I'll pound the heck out of the ball. What's Jacobs going to do against Tennessee? I know they're getting older, but if they get buried early by Tennessee, let's keep scrolling. Baltimore, Dallas. James Conner. Oh, James Conner versus Detroit. Oh my God. Number 1 against the run. That's crazy. J.K. Dobbins versus Pitt. Nope. Kenneth Walker. Nope. Jordan Mason against the Rams. Took 20 carries for 100 yards and a rushing touchdown. I mean, we kind of have to go Jordan Mason, right? Pollard, Tennessee. Aaron Jones against Houston. Pollard versus Green Bay. Jerome Ford touched the ball 7 times for 64 yards. Win over Jacksonville. Was outside 15-8 by Dante Foreman. Oh, I found it. I found the ad. It's Zamir White. Zamir White against Carolina. Gonna have all those touches. Okay, Zamir White. Locking him in. 5,500. That's awesome. That is awesome value. I'm really happy we found that. I mean, and then what? Jordan Mason against the Rams? Look at the Rams just play. They just played Connor. He had a heck of a day. Also got Monty here. 61. DeAndre Swift versus Indy. Najee versus Chargers. Zeke versus Baltimore. Javonte versus Tampa. What do you guys think, huh? I guess we're gonna go Mason. Unless you have to go back and take him out. Alright. Let's finish up here. Wide receivers. Not gonna go over by too much. Alright, Cody Ridley. There's Green Bay, Waddle. Stay away from all the Dolphins right now. Amari Cooper versus the Giants. Oh, that might be sneaky. Oh, man. 2 receptions on 8 targets for 11 yards. Malik Neighbors against Cleveland. Nah. God, man. I want Malik Neighbors. Zay, Devontae Smith, DJ Moore, Puka, Debo, Olfamount. We can't pay up for Marvin. We just don't have the money right now. Which is fine. Pickens versus the Chargers. think I can do it. Cooks versus Baltimore. Sutton versus Tampa Bay. Shaheed versus Philly. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? Shaheed caught all four of his targets. He had 4 targets. 96 yards and a touchdown. But God, Amari Cooper's getting so much more looks. Tank Dell, 52. Caught 1 of 4 targets for -3 yards and rushed 3 times for 16. I don't want to overload our Raiders, but Jacoby Myers. Lad McConkey versus Pitt. Christian Watson versus Tennessee. Actually, once again, I don't want any Packer receivers. Quentin Johnson versus Pitt. No. I'm going to say Jalen Naylor against Houston. The Giants just play. God, but I feel like they just kept kicking all those field goals. And like Washington, man, they're just pounding the ball. God, I want to take what's his name so bad, but I just don't think I can do it. Olave versus Philly though, 4 of 6 targets, 81 yards against the Cowboys. I mean, just these guys, some of these guys have to break out eventually, right? Guess I can take Shaheed and then come back around. Get Cooper that way. And this is when it gets tricky because I don't know like how much you can say about giving up all your lineups and stuff away. I don't know what's exactly legal and illegal to say. Trey McBride. 6 receptions for 67 yards, 5 receptions for 30 yards, 6 targets and 9 targets, 15 targets in 2 games. No touchdowns against a Detroit defense. I don't know. There's a couple options you can go here. It depends what you want to do. There's some good running back options. There's definitely some good wide receiver options still if you go there. JSN's still available. You got a couple guys there. But I haven't gotten any more comments. So I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go do something better. I'm going to go talk to the wife for a bit and then make those graphics for tomorrow. I might even go to bed early today. Are you kidding me? It's only 8:21. I might get to bed before midnight, 1 o'clock. We'll see about the next day because I have to have that video out by Thursday morning for you guys. Yeah. Have a good weekend, guys. Good luck to you guys with your fantasy waiver ads, with whoever you guys pick up, any trades you got going on. Good luck to you guys. Hope it all works out for you. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Better and Green, man. Back next week. Back next week better than ever. Peace, guys.